I even ran here at 7 years old and suffered just like these many high schoolers here today. But we seem to be coming back countless time after time again to enjoy the Mount SAC experience. At CETA, you can check out a daily laptop like I did right here, or you can even get a laptop for an entire semester. Currently, 1,500 laptops are checked out, and that's really all you need to know to tell that this is a must-needed resource. We're here in San Diego where the 40 best boys and girls in the country are at the start of the Foot Locker Cross Country National Championships. The pre-meet where they do their last run and stretch before the national championship tomorrow.
That'll be the new fastest time in the NC2A.
A lot of people don't know, but 14 miles away from Cal State Fullerton at the Mount SAC Relays is where the world's best athletes compete, and even some of our Cal State Fullerton Titans as well. One of the best parts about the IT moving showings is the free food. This time we had Costco hot dogs and chips. Always delicious and a great snack for a movie. Currently, there's only 2 women on the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame here at Cal State Fullerton. Well, let me nominate someone. She played the most games here at Cal State Fullerton for the women's basketball team. She's 2-time Big West Player of the Year for hustle. It's the hustle that defines Harlan Gill. Last week here at Placentia City Hall, the city made a decision to join Orange and Laguna Hills. These cities in Orange County that have been setting more limits on street vendors. Then at schools, hate incidents have increased by 151%. Here at Cal State Fullerton, I interviewed students to get their reactions on these alarming stats. One of the best parts about a pre-meet is that you get to run the course. They do Killer Hill for the first time and even the Killer Downhill as well. Yeah, he's a 3-time Olympian. He's only won gold at the Olympics. Let's put that out there. He was on a 58 win streak in the 400. After 93, he didn't lose the 400. He was basically unbeatable. Like, let me tell you that. He's an 8-time world champion, the only person in the Olympics to win the 400 and 200 double, and he did in the world championships too, like no biggie. He's the certified GOAT, former world record holder in the 200 and the 400. Like, those records looked unbeatable. Golly, there's too much to be said, but he's on the podcast, so really, like, Michael Johnson, like, how are you doing? I don't even know how to greet you, like, to be honest. Like,
I'm doing good. Doing better after that intro. I appreciate it. Are you available for hire, man? I mean, like, when I go and do like corporate motivational, events, and you could be that hype guy, man. Come out in the front,
Call me. I'll be there.
Hello and welcome back to Season 2 of Cal State Fullerton's preseason show on ESPN+. My name is Robbie Loya.
And I'm Joshua Potts. I'm so happy to be here, man. I can't wait to see what our fall sports are all about this fall.
Couldn't agree with you more, Joshua.
And those Rangers are looking real scary right now in the World Series. And really, can you believe that Not Scary Farm has been terrifying guests for 50 years? Stay tuned as we take you on a chilling journey through its history and reveal what's in store for their 50th anniversary. Now, every 4 years, the decathlon Olympic champion is crowned as the greatest athlete in the world. If we applied that to Fullerton, the only Big West decathlon champion in school history, Andrew Aguilar, is the greatest Titan athlete on campus. But the crazy thing is, he wouldn't even be satisfied with that. I know Coach Horta's impact on the cross-country team is going to be irreplaceable. Coach Tebby really believes that her being under him, and like when she was there, she was dominant. We already know what she did, school record holder. He just mentioned it. Having somebody that did that already under his program it's gonna be night and day, really, when she's on the team.
Action in sports. Take it away, Joshua.
Thanks so much, Sarah. Before we get to the Lake Show, let's stick around that high school game real quick. Let's talk about Orange County's very own. Last Saturday, 5 Orange County high schools were represented at Nike Cross Nationals. Every year, Nike brings the best high school athletes to compete in Portland, Oregon. San Clemente was the top OC boys team, finishing 8th place. Dana Hills also represented the OC, finishing in 10th. On the girls' side, Jay Serra of San Juan Capistrano was the second fastest Californian team in 13th. Also, Huntington Beach High School was represented with super freshman Sydney Rubio. But junior Holly Barker stole the show as the second fastest Californian and finishing 12th place overall. Stay tuned because this Saturday, the Foot Locker Cross Country Championship is going down in San Diego. I'm going to be down there watching Melise Jambi Inouye. She's repping Orange County out of Corona Del Mar High School. Melise is looking for a big championship win this week, just like the Lakers were looking for one last night in the in-season tournament. It was Lakers versus the Suns quarterfinals in-season tournament, and that right there is Kevin Durant down for 3, bringing the Suns back within 1 point going into the fourth quarter. And you know it's playoff atmosphere, big-time championship, grown man strength by LeBron James, and he really took over. He played 40 minutes in this game, more than anybody else on the court. He's 38. The guy's playing like he's 29. Let's really talk about it. Right here, he's going to pull up for 3. He's going to look down at the hand, shoot it from 3, and a splash like always. A takeover game from LeBron James. And the Suns, they really did battle, but it's the classic LeBron effect. This is what he's been doing for years, and the Lakers go on to win it. The Lakers will play tomorrow night at 6 p.m. against the New Orleans Pelicans in Las Vegas. A win guarantees them a spot in the first ever in-season tournament championship game. I'll be seated tomorrow to hoping witness greatness once again by LeBron James. That's all from me. Let's go back to y'all at the table.
The cheering, the grit, and pure competition at the Mount Sac Invitational celebrated 75 years this past weekend.
It's really the best cross-country invitational. We call it an extravaganza because it really is.
Tim O'Rourke, the former meet director of 25 years, says in totaling the college, elementary, middle, and high school races, 600 schools and 18,000 athletes competed this year.
This is the same course that Galen Rupp, who went on to be 2-time Olympic medalist, Meb Keflezighi, Olympic medalist, Dina Castor, Olympic medalist. Now you're getting a little 13-year-old girl from Fresno come down and run the same course as those elite athletes.
I even ran here at 7 years old and suffered just like these many high schoolers here today. But we seem to be coming back countless time after time again to enjoy the Mount Sac experience.
Mount Sac is like one of those races that you remember like pretty vividly. And it's like I kind of got this sense of nostalgia being back here again.
That nostalgia comes from the course. It hasn't even changed since the late 70s.
It's been the exact same course. So you could go back if your grandparents raced here, if your parents raced here, you could go back and you could compare yourself.
So how does a race stay around for 75 years? Become legendary.
The coach from Idaho was down here a few years ago for the Foot Locker and said this is a cathedral. And it is. This is our Vatican, if you will, for our sport.
For now 75 years, Mount Sac has held a special place for the running community. In Walnut, Joshua Potts, OC News.